When Samuel got the rejection letter, he felt like his dreams had ended. He had always wanted to study architecture, to design buildings that people could admire. But now, that dream seemed impossible. Maybe I'm just not good enough, he thought. He sat on the small bench outside his house, staring at the ground. His mother, with her kind eyes and warm smile, came out with 2 cups of tea. "It's not over, Sam," she said quietly, sitting beside him. Samuel didn't answer. How could she understand? Everything he had worked for was gone. The days after that were hard. To keep busy, Samuel took odd jobs, cleaning floors, lifting boxes, whatever came his way. It wasn't the life he had imagined. Each day felt the same, filled with work and worry. One of his jobs was at the local library, where he cleaned tables and stacked books. Samuel liked the quiet there, even if it reminded him of what he had lost. He avoided looking at the architecture books. They felt like a reminder of his failure. One evening, as he wiped a table, he saw an old man drawing in a notebook. The man's sketch showed a building with tall arches and intricate details. Samuel couldn't help but stare. The man smiled and said, "This isn't just a building. It's a dream turned into stone." Samuel hesitated before replying, "I used to have dreams like that, but life didn't go my way." The old man chuckled. "Life isn't about what happens to you. It's about how you respond to it." Those words stayed with Samuel. Could it be true? Could he change his story by changing his mindset? The next day, Samuel wandered into the architecture section of the library. At first, he only looked at the covers, but soon curiosity took over, and he started flipping through the pages. He couldn't stop. Samuel began drawing in a worn-out notebook during his breaks. His designs were shaky at first, but they got better. One day, a librarian saw his work and smiled. "You're talented," she said. "You should show this to Mr. Raymond." Mr. Raymond turned out to be the old man who had been sketching at the table that evening. Samuel was nervous, but Mr. Raymond encouraged him. He taught Samuel things he hadn't learned before and gave him the confidence to dream again. Samuel started designing small things in the neighborhood: a playground, a bus stop shelter, even a corner shop. Slowly, people noticed his work. His ideas were turning into reality. Years later, Samuel stood in front of a crowd at the opening of a community center he had designed. It was the biggest project he had ever done. As people clapped and cheered, Samuel thought about that rejection letter. If he had given up, he would have never found this path. Positive thinking hadn't solved all his problems, but it had helped him see the opportunities hidden in his struggles. Samuel learned that success isn't about reaching a perfect goal, it's about making the best out of what you have. "Life didn't go the way I planned," Samuel said to the crowd, "but I've learned that you can build something amazing, even when you start small."